Hey everybody, it's Joshua Lengfelder, the first Randonaut ever, co-founder of Randonautica and Randonaut's Co. This is a great episode. I'm so glad that everybody's here to join me for Watch with Josh. I would like to especially thank all the new people who have finally made it to that live stream because we love to interact with our audience. Hey, hi, Jennifer Samples. We love our regulars as well. And a special shout out to all our pro subscribers because those are the people who are putting food in our developers' bellies. So thank you to our development team, Tobias, Rayhan, Usman, Taha, Ziad, everyone who's helped us, Carrie, Emily. You guys are all so awesome. You guys need to realize there's a huge team behind us. It's not just me. There's a huge team. David and Derek, my co-host on the show, thank you to everyone. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. And so, we're more than happy to answer any questions. Oh, and Lauren, too, especially Lauren. And Auburn, too. Yeah, so thank you guys for joining us. I have super exciting news, actually, is that we sort of partnered with Netflix to do a kind of special event, which you can still participate in. So we're doing this thing where you set your intent as conspiracy theory and set a report with the hashtag inside job, because the show Inside Job is coming out today. And we're really picky about who we want to partner with and what messages we want to put out. But this is really kind of on our level. And I think you guys will really enjoy it. So go on the Discover feed and publish a report about Inside Job with the hashtag Inside Job, and put that on the Discover feed because it's going to be really cool. So thank you guys for joining us. Thank you everyone who did the Inside Job Challenge already, but yeah, it's still available to do that. So I'm going to bring on my co-host, Derek. Always better with a buddy.
What's going on, man?
How you doing, Derek? Yeah,
I'm doing great.
The week of my wedding. So
yeah, dude. Best wishes, dude. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Coming up.
When I met Auburn, my co-founder, and are all of our good friends. When I met her in person the first time, she said, "You need love in your life," and it's as a leadership thing, you need to find love. And that was one of the last things she said to me when I went to visit her in Florida, and that really struck me. And here I am, 2 years later, about to walk down the aisle. So, in a large part, I would like to thank Auburn for encouraging me to find love. So thank you everyone for joining us. And I think we're gonna start.
We got some features coming in. We got a lot of people. Thanks guys for everybody for all your comments and stuff like that. As the show's going on, keep your comments coming. We love reading them. If you have any questions or anything like that, we'd love to get to them throughout the show. So if you have a good question that you've been wondering, hit us up in the comment section. We'll get to it later on. We got a few comments about Inside Job, actually. Carrie says, I've watched a few episodes already.
Interesting. Cool. That's cool.
Jennifer Samples says, I found an odd one with the conspiracy intent. It's on Discover feed.
Oh, cool. Can't wait to see that.
Yeah. So, Jennifer, hey, if you guys have any weird, any discoveries and stuff like that, send it to us at randonautica.com/submit your trip. We'd love to check all that stuff out. And whether it's a video or
stuff that way.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Video, music, pictures, written text, story, anything that was spike your interest. We would love to see it and possibly end up on this show. So thank you for everyone who submits their trips, because it takes a lot of guts to do that.
For sure. So speaking of Discovery, we're going to start the show off here. We got a couple posts on the Discover feature.
I'm super excited.
This one here comes from the selected name is Aku, which I love. I think that's a Crash Bandicoot reference, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
Yeah, and then we have the random name Elderly Thinker, which is great. I still love that feature about about Randonautica, the
I've
random
seen some really
name
good
generation.
names. It's random, but it comes up with some really interesting names. So it's really fun, interesting feature. And now I think we're having the ability to like actually comment on posts on the Discover feed, and just a lot of cool stuff coming up. So keep in mind it is still in beta, but I would encourage everyone to go to the Discover feed, because it's like that's where the real Randonautica content is like kind of being attracted right now. So
yeah, a lot of cool stuff.
Dream come true. Yeah. So let's get to this.
This post here, their intent was energy point. A first experience with Randonautica, really cool. This path is inside the island, and during this, I meet 3 moai. I'm trying not how to pronounce that. Moai, a natural water source built by the ancestors. Somewhat we call manave, round structure where we can plant veggies, and a possum structure, maybe to receive a moai. I'm butchering all these words, so I apologize. I'm reading this one for the first time. A lot of times I proofread these ones. I did not proofread this one beforehand, so my apologies for my butchering. When I arrive at the destination, I feel a real strange energy, not intense, but strong enough to make me feel weird. And at this place the remains of a dead horse. I stay a bit there if I can see other things, but nothing apart. Small conical structure with the same weird energy. I continue my exploration after that to the coast. Great afternoon.
Yeah, I love this report. So that's so cool. And it's interesting that he's like, or they are like paying attention to how the energy feels, because a lot of time we go through our day-to-day life and we're so consumed with like what we have to do this day, and it's on Easter Island, which I think that might be the first Randonaut to go randonauting on Easter Island. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that was really cool. And the fact that it took them to a natural water source built by the ancestors. That is just extremely cool. Yeah.
So we got the next one here. So this one, so they set their intention as fruit, and it brought them to a fucking Applebee's.
I actually saw
their words.
That was really good. That's not the worst fruit you can imagine, but it's spot on, and with a little sense of humor too. We always notice Randonautica has a sense of humor.
For sure.
From insanely alarming. Interesting.
Next one here, their intention was fun. Took them to this spot here. A couple of my friends looking for fun adventures.
Yeah, and there's like
fun.
a
circus people.
Theme. Yeah.
Is that what the circus was like, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, the guy on the stilts, that was me. Yeah. And I actually, one time, my stilts broke during a show while someone was taking a picture. And I remember my boss, I had this crazy Carnival headpiece on that cost like $7,000. And she was like, no matter what, this headpiece is more important than you. So no matter what happens, you have to keep. And so as I'm falling, I'm not thinking about bracing my own fall. I'm thinking about the headpiece. So I'm falling, holding the headpiece. So that definitely reminds me of being in the circus. And I mean, that's totally fun. The circus is meant for entertainment. So that's totally on point there. And the balloons, we have a lot of balloon kind of meme going on. So
it's pretty common with Randonaut.
And I love just the fun. It should be fun. Randonautica should be play. So I love that. That's a great one.
Very cool. So this next one here, the intention was, this is from Nicest Processor. The intention was, show me I'm not imagining you. The map led me to a range of house numbers. In the middle of the houses on the side of the street, I found this teddy bear. His left leg and both eyes are missing. His face is covered in blue ink. And then they had an update that said it's a bunny. And they're wondering if it's Frank. So Frank is from the movie Donnie Darko, if you guys aren't familiar.
Yeah.
So that was the question.
Like the freaky rabbit almost.
There it is.
Yeah. That's interesting. And,
show me I'm not imagining you. And, Frank was the imaginary creature thing from Donnie Darko. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
So,
and yeah, the whole Phaeton project in Randonautica is all about digging rabbit holes to Wonderland. So
hey, there you go. There's another
yeah,
connection.
that one's right on point.
It's a pretty terrifying find either way. Look at that thing.
Yeah, it looks like a dog got it in his eyes. My puppy
Yeah.
would go for those right away. So I like that one.
Jennifer wants to know if you got a copy of that pic, Josh, of the stilt breaking and you
Oh no, I didn't get a copy. I was yeah, actually, but it was cool because after that I got to go backstage, and this lady had a monkey, and the monkey came up and just sat on my lap, and I actually have a picture of me with the monkey. So
oh, that's cool.
yeah. Yeah. So that was a good one.
We got one more here. This is from their random name is Stink Ending Wish.
Stinking wish.
Stink Ending Wish. All right. Like I said, they're fun names.
Yeah.
So their intention was a reason to be somewhere. That's an interesting
That's a very
intent. I like that.
I'm going to write that
So
down.
they said they had to take the doggo on a walk. I wanted to feel like I have a reason to be out and about. At the void anomaly, found a letter on the sidewalk that was addressed to a different neighborhood. Ended up walking by the mail truck a block later and handed the letter back to the postman. It was a paycheck. So I guess the reason I needed to be there was to make sure Lynn got paid on time. You're welcome, Lynn.
Yeah, that is like a huge example of Randonauts out in the wild doing good for humanity. Because I personally know what it's like to miss a paycheck, and it is devastating.
Absolutely.
So, especially when you're living month to month or week to week. So that person could have like saved Lynn from all kinds of troubles. So Randonauts out there doing good in the wild. I love it.
Yeah. Really says she loves this one. It's a good
What was the
intention. It was a reason to be somewhere. I really like that one. That's
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah. Try that one. Let us know how it goes in the show. That'd be really cool. Like I'd like to see a lot of people having like, I don't know. That seems like a really cool intent.
Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was the reason she was there, was to fix that mistake. That's so cool.
Very cool. So, all right. So, Josh, you already watched some video. Oh, we got a comment here. Reeferman Review says, when I used exposed conspiracy theory as an intent, it took me to a beach with what looked like a memorial for someone who may have died on that beach. Wow.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's people who use the exposed conspiracy theories who have found some very interesting things that have gotten like media coverage and stuff so far. So it's a very fruitful intent, and yeah, I wouldn't mind trying that one myself either.
Yeah, I say go for it.
Yeah.
All right, then you ready to get into some videos?
Yeah, I'm super excited about these videos today.
All right, cool. This first one here is pretty short. It's probably the shortest one we've ever had on here, but it's interesting.
Thanks, Truth Seekers. That means a lot to us.
I think we're having a little technical difficulty. There we go.
And it's like you like manifest something. Are you eating cheese by chance? Cheese.
What? So it's pretty short and it's kind of quiet, so it's kind of hard to hear here. But so they say that they went randonauting and manifested cheese, and it brought us all to this woman eating cheese in her yard. And there you can see the little the transcription there. They thought, "Are you eating cheese? Cheese? Yes."
Wow.
Oh
that I mean,
yeah. So David, you can play that one again now that we know what's going on.
Yeah.
Follow along a little better.
And it's like you like manifest something. Are you eating cheese by chance? Cheese.
What? I love the reaction. I imagine what the lady out front is thinking. She's like, I just want to sit on my porch and eat some cheese. And then these random people come up who are like, are you eating cheese?
Yeah. That is wild. I'm extremely impressed. That maybe goes in my top 10 favorite ones ever, because it just so clearly shows like what, kind of happens when you have like a truly mind-bending Randonautica experience. It's like,
Yeah. Like
go
imagine
out
just going
looking
like,
for cheese.
especially if they have any kind of skeptics that are worth like, oh, let's go look for cheese. Like, there's no way we're gonna find just cheese laying around like on the
Yeah,
ground or anything like that.
interacted with the person,
Yeah.
which is always cool. Like some of the coolest reports are we're interacting with people that people find on the street and stuff. So yeah,
Who just sits outside eating
randonauting and
cheese?
I would
Would you?
I love cheese and I love my
That just
porch.
seems like a
So
weird just like snack you could bring out, like I don't know, like a
yeah,
bag
I
of
wonder
shredded
if
mozzarella.
their intent may have influenced that person to be like, I kind of want some cheese and go outside and enjoy this
Yep.
cheese.
Yeah, I'm craving some outside cheese right now. Just a little
Yeah.
experience going out there and
I mean,
munching
cheese
away.
is a great intent, in my opinion. I am lactose intolerant, but I take those pills. And I mean, who couldn't be happy with finding cheese?
Jennifer Sample says she didn't even offer to share with the cheese with random strangers. Sigh. Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
I
Like,
want to know her side of the story.
peel me
Like,
off a piece of that cheese. Come on now.
I wonder what she thought. Like, this person just guessed that I'm eating cheese.
You think it's gonna be the last time she ever eats cheese outdoors?
I don't know.
She's
I
like, I'm not doing this again.
maybe it'll open her mind to eating cheese more outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like we got a lot of cheese fans out here in the comment
and the
section. I'm
cheese and
seeing a lot of like,
cheese and crackers.
yeah.
I'm gluten free, so I have to find the like cauliflower crackers. But yeah, cheese is good. I think we can all agree cheese is good.
I mean, I'm a
Vegan
cheese fan. I've just never been to just like grab some and sit outside and like
You sure
munch
are a
away
fan
near
of
the sidewalk.
cheesy stuff, though.
Oh, like that joke. Yeah, for sure. That sounds like one of mine, man, Joshua.
I know.
Coming
I'm
around.
learning.
All right, let's get enough of this.
That was a good one, though.
It was good.
That's
I like starting
my
off with that
top
one.
10. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to video number 2 here.
All right, what is going on today, YouTube? In this video, we're gonna do something a little different. I'm with my friend Jesse, and we are going to do this app called Randonautica. So we set our intentions not to necessarily find a dead body, because that's what was making this famous, but to find something interesting. And so we were a little bit skeptical if we were gonna find anything interesting, but we end up actually finding some pretty interesting stuff. Okay. Looks like we got a chicken bone.
Yeah, he's paying attention to the
shit.
small details.
There's another bone right there. That's kind of weird. All right, so I just hopped over that fence. Nothing under the box. But what kind of bone is that? It looks like some kind of hip bone or a
Scapula.
I think
Shoulder
it is
bone?
a scapula. I took anthropology class where we learned all about bones.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know anything about bones.
Doesn't seem to be much else out here.
Besides the huge, interesting, like, that is full of symbology.
Yeah.
Okay, we're still at this
Yeah.
location. This is weird, like I didn't do this. But it was like they were just walking around in a circle here until the ground
that's a
literally,
meditation
like, made like
technique.
a zero shape. I don't know if that comes
Yeah,
out
and
on
it kind of
camera very
matches
well.
with the design on the
Someone was
wall.
walking all around this. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is.
So yeah, it is probably someone's like
Obviously,
place where they
you
go
can
to
see the difference between my
contemplate things.
footprints and all the footprints around it.
So
All right,
walking
so
meditation.
We're on our way
I
to
prefer
spot
walking
number
meditation.
4. Found this bone, some kind of like knee or elbow bone or something. But look, this bone has been for sure sawed, very roughly. That's fucking weird. The kneecap just fell out.
Interesting.
So somebody definitely.
There are a
with
lot
this
of bones
bone
outside.
body or whatever it was.
Yeah, I wonder where he's at.
Yeah,
Seems
that's
kind of like Arizona or something like that, or New
He
Mexico.
brought a shovel
All right, so
and a
this
metal
is the spot.
detector.
Spot
Carson
number 4
City.
brought us to. Basically, we had to hike over that mountain, hike down this side. One thing's for sure is randonauting around here. I need to wear hiking boots.
Yeah.
Taking us into the hills somewhere. But I guess we're gonna look around here and see if we can find anything.
It's always good to be prepared.
All right. This
It's
is
good to have
kinda
something with you, like you
random.
said, like you can have like walking stick or whatever. The shovel's
looks like an old
interesting.
prospector.
Although
hole.
it would be weird if like you got stopped by someone and you were surrounded by bones and you had a shovel with
Climb down there,
you.
it'd be
That's
hard
kind of
to get out.
suspicious.
Actually, it probably wouldn't be that bad.
That's why you got to have your Randonaut
you could
badge and show them
see-
what it is.
There is some green here. Zoom in.
Yeah, it's
Green
Carson.
there, and then
Yeah, it's Carson
Carson
City,
City.
Nirvana.
Might have been an
Nirvana.
old
So
Nevada.
it's either
mine thing.
chrysocolla or it's malachite.
Huh.
If it's chrysocolla, that means this would be a spot to find copper.
Interesting.
I don't know why they stopped there, but as you can see,
So it's a
and
prospector's well where they were looking
Huh.
for copper.
well, that's pretty cool. It looks like there's some kind of animal hole. A lot of spider webs. No one's been here for a long time, I don't think.
So it's definitely
But
a
this is
blind
actually pretty
spot
random and cool.
where people don't.
Or
normally
this is
go.
actually part of an old actual. Look at this. Look how green it is.
Wow. So that's the copper, because copper turns green when it oxidizes. That definitely is interesting to
Yeah.
find old copper prospectors well.
Interesting.
That is very interesting. Especially because there's like theories that some of these points are environmentally mediated. So something in the environment is what kind of attracts the random distribution to that point. And
Really?
like different precious metals maybe affects. I know for a fact that magnetic anomalies definitely have something to do with environmentally mediated ESP and psi. So yeah, that was a really great find. I can't believe he ignored the wall, because I'm sure we could figure out like what that meant. Like
maybe it's just something that he sees. Like maybe it's just
all the
super common of
time.
and he sees all the time, and
Yeah.
it's like and so used to it
Not
that he's not putting
novel
it
to
together,
him.
even though that's where the spot took him.
And it looks like he's a U.S. Navy veteran. So thank you for your service. And yeah, that was a really interesting one. And I like the way he went about it. Is he was just like not, so far gone in his belief, but not, he was skeptical in the right way. Just like, okay, we're going to go out there and see what happens. Like, that's a good attitude to have. And then he actually did find something interesting. So well done. I like that one.
I like that one
Thank
too.
you for your service.
So this next video here is actually a follow-up. I don't know if you guys remember, we back in June there was a TikTok, a Randonaut went out looking for there's a Juliana Randonaut in May 2020 with the intention of spiritual experience, and stumbled upon a spirit hut, and the artist Nasser, who welcomed her in. She began helping him with a sculpture of George Floyd, and they've been best friends ever since. So this goes back a few months, but we actually covered this one a while, like when we first started off.
Yeah,
it was a real cool experience. She goes looking for the spiritual experience, and she sees this random thing in the back, someone's backyard, and the guy was nice enough to bring her back there, and it was this real beautiful like spirit hut that he custom made and had all those cool things with it.
Yeah,
so
a lot of intention went into it.
Yeah. So I think we have the first one pulled up here, so as like a quick reminder of what it was.
So I decided to try randonauting, and it took me to this house right next to my middle school that I didn't really pay a lot of attention to growing up, but when I was harboring my intentions, I really wanted a spiritual experience, and by golly, is that what I got. I hate myself. Why'd I say that? Wow. Anyway, I was loitering on his property when he saw me and invited me into his home, showed me all of the beautiful sculptures and artwork that him and his wife had both created. He immigrated here from Iran in the 50s. That's him, love. And we became really great friends. He's shown me kindness that no one else has ever shown me in my entire life. And now I'm helping him with a sculpture to honor George Floyd. So I'll keep you updated on that. but the sculpture is called In Out. And he said that though there were moments of ugliness along the way, that all passes.
So that's the one that the older one from a few months ago.
Right.
So she's been staying in touch with him, and they've been working on this sculpture. So I think now they have the she posted a new video, an update with where the sculpture is currently at. Looks like the sculpture is now called Tired Wheel.
So yeah,
And I think we
said
have that next
he
video here
embodies
that we can
wisdom.
play. So it's actually a compilation of lots of TikToks. So it's not like a single video. So it's a bunch of TikToks that we that our producer David had put together in a row, just kind of showing the process as like an update from back then. So we can go ahead and check those out.
Let's see. I'm excited.
I made a TikTok about how I met Nasser when I was randonauting and how now I'm helping him with the sculpture for George Floyd. Well, these are the first looks. He even used my handwriting.
There is a two eyes are here. Actually, that's sun. I'm presenting the sun as a girl, constantly watching us.
I love that.
Constantly they're aware of what's happening. Like this one, Mama, I can't breathe. This could be his mother listening to his last word of the in this earth. Whilst the neck is creating the cry. Meanwhile, there is a witness here. The old man River is back here. He's seen everything for all these plus 400 years.
Yeah.
So we can see there is a song has been written about this.
After many a moon and countless emails, trying to get a hold of a reporter to cover this sculpture, Tired Wheel, dedicated to Black Lives Matter, Nasser and I finally met with the Union Tribune today. Wow. Yeah. We wanted to show that sometimes it's those that are least similar to you that you have the most in common with, and to express that racism is a human issue. It's a festering wound. Black Lives Matter. It's not a controversial statement.
Shouldn't be. Awesome, and they made it in the newspaper. Yes, that's how I
newspaper
celebrate
dance.
too. I love Nasser. This is so cool, seeing them in their relationship grow and form. This is literally the definition of the Genesis field. Or when you go out of your probability tunnel and new things are possible that wouldn't have been if you hadn't gone randonauting. So that's a perfect example of the Genesis field. This is just filling me with such joy. It's the most wholesome thing I think I've ever seen. Wow.
Yeah, very cool, right?
It said, "Thank you for teaching me I love you," and that teaching me how to live again. I love you. That is so powerful, and it wouldn't have happened if she hadn't have gone randonauting. So
yeah,
that and that's exactly what Randonautica is all about. Is like if you go on the Discover feed, you're gonna find people from all different walks of life, all different cultures. And that's what Randonautica does, is we cross cultural boundaries and we want to break down those thresholds and that make sure that everyone understands that we're all having a human experience and how that human experience can be shared in ways that you maybe wouldn't think, like this girl and Nasir probably wouldn't be friends. You know, you wouldn't expect them to be friends, but because of Randonautica, they connected in such a way that it invoked love, which is the most powerful thing in the whole universe. So I am so grateful that I had just something to do with this amazing story.
Yeah.
This is like what makes it worth it for me, is seeing stuff like this.
Absolutely. I'd love to keep following up on that too.
Yeah, we need to definitely, and if you guys want to even come on the show and talk to us about it or something, that would be super cool. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, so credit to JJ Jet Plane on TikTok. Thank you so much for, because you could have done that without documenting it, but thank you so much for documenting it with all those TikToks. And apparently there's lots more TikToks involving them. So that is one of the most wholesome Randonautica stories I have ever seen. Like, we're hitting it out of the park today. Thank you, David.
Yeah, David did a great job keeping up with all this stuff and putting that together. So thanks, David, for doing that.
That was
Chris says,
beautiful.
what an amazing and an inspirational story. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm absolutely moved. Yeah.
We need more beautiful Randonautica videos like this as Random Thoughts of the Day.
And
Exactly.
I love how he uses his art for activism, and how she says that Black Lives Matter shouldn't be a political statement or a controversial statement. It's just a true statement. So yeah,
absolutely.
We love this. I love this. So
great stuff.
Thank you so much for submitting that. That's so wholesome.
Yeah. Can't wait to see what else comes out from them.
Yeah.
Moving on to video number 4 here.
Number 4.
So this comes from Eerie is the name of the YouTube channel.
What's up, everybody? We're about to do some Randonautica and show you how everything's not haunted. And a few little tricks that everybody's doing to make you
his music's a little loud.
So here we go. Right, our first intention is haunted object. And our pinpoint is just a few miles away. Look, we already got what they call a stalker, just somebody driving down the road.
So this is a guy who's kind of sick of the fake Randonaut videos and the haunted ones you kind of see out there. Yeah.
So he's sick of seeing people kind of sully his passion.
But
reminds me, can we pause for a second?
It's gonna take me a few minutes to get there.
Pause for a second.
Yeah, so basically he's just kind of pointing out, like, he's sick of, because we see a lot of like fake Randonaut videos. Like you and I used to like debunk videos when we first started the stream and stuff like that. And it's just like, it kind of puts a bad name to what Randonautica like really is and stuff like that. So he's kind of going out there and kind of showing how easy it is to, what people who are trying to make fake scary kind of things can fake it a lot. It was funny because like when he says like, oh, you got the stalker behind you because there's a car behind you. I remember like there was a video we did a while ago, and I remember seeing all these comments about like, oh my god, this Civic has been following you for a few blocks now. It's like he's going everywhere you're going or whatever. Well, what's funny is because that was my car, because I had to ride separately from everybody else. So I'm just like, it's just the second car. We had all these comments of like, oh my god, he's working for this and blah blah blah, and just, I don't know, it reminded me of that. And how people can just like jump to conclusions about like crazy stuff. Like, no, it's his second car that's going to the same location. Like, chill out.
They always want the most exciting kind of explanation, but sometimes it's just the other cameraman following behind. So
oh my god. Anyway,
let's see the rest of this video,
and I'll start recording again once I get closer. Okay, I'm coming up on the pinpoint. It's right up here on the left. All right, let's get out and take a look around. I don't know, I'm not really seeing anything out here.
It's a pretty common Randonaut point, I would say.
Well, what's this? This Mickey.
Oh.
I wonder if it could be haunted, you never know. Let's do like the rest of them and take it back to our car first.
Mickey Mouse.
Hey Mickey, if you're haunted, are you haunted, Mickey?
Oh, he has one of those EMF things.
Yeah.
Look, Mickey's haunted. Wonder if he's got something attached to him.
This might be satire, but
the spirit
Mickey
of Walt Disney
is haunted. Walt Disney.
So you believe that, right? He's haunted. You bring him outside. It's not going off at all. That's why they take it back to their car, because everything in your car will set this thing off.
Because the EMF reader, and there's the electromagnetic.
And the other thing,
radio and
I'd
stuff
already
like that.
placed Mickey out here probably about 15 minutes ago.
That's what I guessed.
Yeah.
So,
So he's showing just a breakdown
More tricks.
about how people fake.
okay, our next intention is a haunted place. And it's maybe about 10 minutes away. We'll start this back up when I get closer.
I really
Okay, the
appreciate that he's going
pinpoint
through
is
this.
up here on the right.
Not because he's a randonaut, but because they're making a bad name for ghost hunters by faking it. So,
Yeah.
our interests are aligned.
Cemetery back here. We can go check this out.
Yeah.
Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I've been here before.
Yeah, this guy's really
This is
awesome.
probably one of my favorite places. It's called Wolf
It's a really
Pit.
interesting graveyard.
I just always see it kind of weird when apparently Randonautica brings people to places they go all the time. Okay, now I'm about to show you how this baseball is haunted.
So we had the ghost
If
of
there's
Walt
anything
Disney.
attached to this baseball,
Probably like the ghost of Babe Ruth, maybe.
Disney. Yeah, or, yeah, or Ty Cobb or something.
Yeah.
make those lights light up. I'm pretty sure I've seen people do this before.
Oh.
The baseball is haunted. There must be something attached to it.
Of course, thanks to our team for placing the haunted baseball where we found it.
Can you make it stop? Well, make it go to red.
Nope.
Look at that.
It's communicating with the dead.
You want to see how easy this is?
Oh,
People use their phones.
yeah, he's knocking it out of the park.
Like that baseball.
There we go.
All you got to do is set your phone next to it.
There you go.
He's showing step by step how people make fake.
That's
Randonaut
what
ghost
makes everything
videos.
not haunted.
Yeah, he said he had his phone make it go off, so that, like, the radio frequencies from his phone
Yeah.
mess with the EMF.
A lot of good points because I didn't even think of like when he brought it back to the truck, whatever, and how people go back and like using those EMF detectors and all that stuff, and how it's it's because it's just electromagnetic field stuff that it's picking up, right? And you're gonna have some of the electronics in your cars and all that. A lot of people asking if it's like a spoof video. It's basically what he's doing. He's just kind of trying to expose different ways that people are out, because as we know, we've talked about them on the show before, like different videos, like when we used to debunk videos and stuff like that. There's people that have make fake things,
like when everybody was finding a creepy doll in the woods. Like, all of a sudden, like
things like
he was
that.
like,
So
oh yeah, I just put that Mickey there 15 minutes ago.
yeah.
So
I like that. I like that approach of it. Is like showing you like, oh, like this is that I did this, and then admitting it and kind of showing like
and
how
shows
easy
he has
it
a
is to
real
kind of fake that stuff.
passion. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, he went to the place. He went to a place that he knew already. He did cuts in between the trips, things like that. A lot of times, if you're not like filming like your entire trip, one thing he didn't show Randonautica at all on his app or anything like that, which is the big giveaway. And like that's what's good. What's really good about what he's pointing out here. With the Discover feed.
Yep.
Is ways you can prove that they're authentic trips and stuff like that, right? Because you can actually share your location and share. It has to be a generated point.
It'll show the point that was actually generated randomly. You can't
Yeah.
fake that. And so people can't just show up to a mental asylum, even though it didn't send them there, and go, "Oh, Randonautica sent me somewhere crazy."
Yeah.
It totally,
Just another good
debunks
reason
that.
to check out the Discover feed there
It's
for
a
authentic stuff. And
we
to
have been getting some really good stuff on there.
Yeah.
Like really interesting stuff. So I really appreciate this guy. It shows he has a lot of passion for his craft of ghost hunting or whatever, that he
Mhm.
wants to kind of like, you know, have them not solely what he does so much by making fake videos for attention. So
Yeah.
I thank you for submitting that.
So we got some people in the comment section that want us to bring back some debunking videos. We got some debunking fans. We might.
We might. I mean,
Yeah.
you'd think that it would just be obvious, but I have learned now that people just look at YouTube videos and believe them.
They believe. Dude, there was a video I saw on YouTube or Facebook like a year or two ago, and it boggled my mind how people thought it was what really happened. So what it was a dog that was like, some kid was passed out on a train track, and a dog ran to the train and barked to let the conductor know that to stop. It was from a television show from like the 70s or something. I think it was called like The Littlest Hobo or something like that, about this dog. It was multiple cameras, professionally shot, and like this. And then there was a camera inside the thing with the conductor, and the dog came, and there were people in the comments that thought it was a video. Like, oh my God, how is that dog so smart? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, they can't believe this is real. They have to be on the joke. Right. And then I was like, checking them out. Like, no, they believe this is a real, like, it's a television show, like multiple cameras and edited together. Like, you think someone was just filming there from 30 different, I lost most respect for a good chunk of humanity that day.
I seriously have. Like, I have always thought that, like, I do think that most humans are probably good, but like, obviously there is like a real weakness in people not being able to tell what's true from fake. So we're in what's called hyper reality in semiotics, where it's so out there that you cannot tell the real from the fake. And so I appreciate people like this who are trying to like kind of show how like these videos can be faked. I mean, I get Instagram messages that are like, "Why did you make this app? All these people are dying." I'm like, who died?
Yeah.
Like, show me who died. Like, where did you get that from? Just somebody just said Randonautica is killing people. Like, I get those messages all the time. But more than those messages, I get messages of people like, "You changed my life in one trip."
Yeah.
And most positive stuff. So like, the loudest audience is going to be the cheap thrills stuff.
Yeah.
And the quieter stuff where people are like, "Wow, I set my intention for my best friend and I found his favorite flower." That's just naturally not going to spread as much. That's why we made the Discover feed, so that we can highlight some of the like more interesting, mind-bending results that wouldn't necessarily pick up on the algorithm, or, with people just looking for thrilling stuff.
Yeah. We got a donation here. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Greetings from Norway. I came home a bit late for the start of the live show. My best wishes to Josh and coming wife in your wedding.
I'm so humbled. Thank you very much.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's so awesome. We love all of our viewers who tune in live. The new ones, the old ones who have been here forever. Thank you so much. That I just can't express my gratitude enough. Like, we're here to do exactly that. It's just bring a little bit of joy to your day. So
yeah, what a lovely comment. We actually had, speaking of all the comments, this last video here, the person whose video this is, they commented on one of our streams recently. I'll read the comment, the first part of the comment first, and we'll watch the video, and I'll read the rest of it. So, what she said was, I must say, at first I was very spooked out by all the fake creepy videos online. But thanks to you guys, Josh and Derek, doing these great streams, being so informative and explaining the truth of what Randonautica really is, I have come to love what it is actually all about. And I finally went randonauting for the first time.
Beautiful.
So this is their first randonauting trip.
Awesome. I can't
Yeah.
wait to see it. That's a really cool story. Like that they came over from scary side.
Birds.
Oh.
Well, we're in South Florida, but we want to be amazed. Amazingly beautiful birds. Amazed.
Amazingly beautiful birds.
That's our
I
intent.
like that one.
Get our point. There's the owl.
There we go. So they're actually generating a point.
Not in for a swim.
Beautiful color set. So that was talking about the skip water points.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Middle
So
River
if you want to
Drive.
skip water points, you can have that as an add-on, and it won't generate points in the water.
So they go into an upper class neighborhood that was
Neighborhood
gated,
gate.
and it opened up right when they pulled up.
Oh, that was really cool. Not too fast.
David, can we drop the thank you?
This house. Look at this house with that big fountain.
That's good.
Oh my God, wait, slow down.
Nobody likes loud YouTubers looking for
wait.
attention in their neighborhood.
Wait, you have
Yeah.
to back up. Because I saw this coolest little thing. Look at that owl. It says welcome. It's a little owl. A little. Alright. Go.
Mission accomplished.
Yep.
Yeah, I have owls on all my doors.
And you hear the birds? You hear the. This our destination? It's the same as a bird flapping around right here.
Your destination is on the right.
Where? Slow. Hold on. Had enough crazy SOS. There was some bat flying around right here. Let's go up and turn around. What the hell was that?
Oh wow.
He's up there. Look on the fence. Where? On top of the fence, an angry bird. He's an angry bird? Oh, like he sounded angry?
Yeah, on top of the gate. Here he comes.
Well, I
He's on
can't.
the floor.
Oh, he's on the thing. I can't see him. I can't film somebody's house. That's like. That's
There's
so.
two on the floor then.
It's a little weird,
He
but
sounded
Yeah.
pretty friggin' angry.
you're on public property. You can take pictures of things. So they found an owl, and there's another bird.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's the angry
Oh
bird
my
they were talking
God,
about.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, to set your intention as a bird and then find an owl, that's
Did you hear those
pretty
birds?
spot on. What is that?
Halloween decoration.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's a skeleton.
I know, and it's moving, and there's no wind.
The birds, you can hear them chirping. And birds symbolically are interesting because
to
they
get a
can
better
fly.
picture of the owl, because we say beautiful, colorful birds. You want it, and the first, I think, like that was like the second thing I saw was that colorful owl sign.
Yeah.
The welcome. It said welcome.
Yeah.
And it's my first Randonautica.
Yeah.
This is the first Randonaut thing I did, like Randonauting.
And this is the person who was like scared to go
Yeah.
because they were creeped
wonder
out. And
Maybe
they go
you
there
could get a
and they
picture
get
of that
an owl
that
welcoming
owl
them.
sign. And look, this was slow down. This is what it sent us to. Was this? Yeah. You don't.
Okay, so her nickname is Lee, and it was on a
Oh.
compass.
So the talking walls effect. Okay, I'm excited to see this.
So next morning, they open their kitchen door and they see this image.
Wow, colorful bird.
That's where they were parked, where they sent their intention. So they're neighbors, and this is where will you go next?
Big eye looking at you. This
I can't wait to go see that gargoyle today.
Oh yeah. It's a rare treasure of flight concealed in. Wow.
Just right in front of their house.
So at their point, they saw a box for an LG TV. The next day, their neighbor has a U-Haul bird truck and is parked in the spot where they sent their intention.
Wow.
And then they randomly asked her if she wants a TV.
Well, it says she got
Their neighbor who's moving randomly asked them if they wanted a TV, and it's an LG TV.
And it's an LG TV.
And that was there was an LG TV box on the spot that they generated the day before.
This is definitely mind-bending.
If you go with an open mind, positive energy, and excitement for what is to come, you might be pleasantly surprised by the power of your own mind.
Well done.
Yeah, very well done.
Who is that? What was their YouTube or their TikTok?
That is from Lilana, I think. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Lilana. Thank you so much for not only submitting this video, but admitting that you were creeped out by those other videos and like telling your story, because that takes a lot of guts to like open up and tell people, I was scared and I didn't want to go, but here's what happened when I went. A lot of people wouldn't be willing to put that out there for people to see. So thank you so much, Lilana. That was very cool. And I would say intention totally fulfilled.
Absolutely.
And we have a talking walls. They got a free TV.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Just like some of the stuff that you see there, like, yeah, the nickname being there on a compass, which is a huge thing. Obviously, the welcoming owl. The next day with the bird moving U-Haul on the spot, they generated the point saying, "Where will you go next?" Yeah, like it's insane. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. So the second part of her comment, because this is from the comment she posted on our YouTube. Follow up to that was, it was a pretty cool experience. I plan to keep going and hopefully be part of the community that shows people the beauty and the possibility of Randonautica. I literally felt like Randonautica was saying welcome.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
The owl is our associate.
Jennifer Sample says, intents definitely carry over to everyday life. I love the spooky universe.
Absolutely. Your intention not only affects the Randonaut trip, but you can use it in all of your life. And yeah, beautiful burns turned into an LG TV.
I would love it if, like, when they plugged in the TV and turned it on for the first time, it was on the movie The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock. Like, it just happened to be there as like the final, like, little
or a David Attenborough film or something. Like, yeah. So yeah, the LG TV box. And
there it is. Okay, I didn't notice that.
Pulls up and gives them an LG TV. So this is a lot to unpack, and synchronicities are extremely hard to document. This is not an easy thing to do. So again, well done, David, our producer, because synchronicities are, in my experience, very hard to kind of communicate to other people, and that was very well done.
Yeah,
it made sense to me anyway. That was a very good trip, and I loved the story, the human element of her being afraid at first, but then go out with an open mind and positive intentions and try it out. So yeah, great video, Lilana. Thank you so much. You are so brave for submitting that and to YouTube and letting us.
Thanks for watching the stream and all the kind comments and stuff like that, and the shout out.
A lot of people are going to you may not realize it, but you are going to affect a lot of people and how they think about Randonautica. Videos like this really do change the sentiment of people because they may not have ever even considered that.
Yeah.
So
a lot of great videos today, man. What do you think?
That was one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah.
So yeah, the coolest one I can't even say because they were all like really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
A lot of
thank
different
you.
experiences and stuff like that. Like they were all
Yeah.
coming from different, you know, we had the follow up with the Spirit Hut. We had the guy who was kind of sick of all like the fake videos and stuff like that. This last one here being their first randonauting adventure ever. Oh, there's Lalana. Oh, thank you
Yeah,
guys.
she's here.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Well, thank you,
much.
Lalana.
You're
Yeah.
doing a huge service, not to just us, but for other people who may be afraid and are now going to open a new chapter in their life by using Randonautica the way it's supposed to be used. So yeah, I was very impressed today.
Me too.
Like,
So
I'm
Lalana,
super
thank you
proud.
for your thing, and welcome to the community. You said you hope to
Welcome.
be part of the community. You're part of the community now.
You are.
Look at that.
So yeah, thank you.
Speaking of
everyone.
community, we have
Yeah.
the so just to push that we want to do that community intent as well, right, Josh?
Yes, sir. So we want to expose conspiracy theories by using Randonautica. So the intent is expose conspiracy theories. And while you do this, make sure you write a trip report and use the hashtag #InsideJob on Discover. So, and everybody go watch the show. We're really picky about who we work with, so this is like a really interesting thing that we're trying for the first time. So let us know what you think about the show. Let us know about your exposed conspiracy theories trip reports, because that could be some heavy stuff you might find. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. Like I said, we are building out the Discover feed. Oh, I have a job interview on Monday thanks to Randonautica. Cross your fingers for me, guys.
Oh,
I
wow.
actually got a job using Randonautica once before because I went to a place I never usually would have gone, and I saw a first for hiring sign. And yeah, well, what's the story there? Like, how did you? Why did Randonautica get you a job interview? Jean Marie.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. We'd love to see that.
Comments. Very
I believe. I think she commented. I think she told us before in a past episode because this sounds familiar.
And she's not.
And I know Jean Marie Stewart has definitely watched before and commented.
Oh yeah.
What was it? Wasn't it like she got a phone call while she was running? Oh, was it the art school?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Dude, she's definitely not the first person who's experienced that. It's like definitely a thing. So like,
I think it took her right. Is that the person that like she went to an art school? It took her to, and then she applied for. Oh man, we shared it a couple weeks ago from Discover. Okay, we did. Okay,
yeah,
I knew it sounded familiar.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, we go through a lot of posts and a
Jean-Marie.
lot of things, but I know it definitely
Yeah.
sounded familiar.
Yeah, thank you, Jean Marie. Yeah.
Well, PG Tucker, great show today. Thank you so
Great
much.
show today. So yeah, thank you to our newcomers. Please subscribe and hit the bell so you know when we go live. Thank you for everyone who's been here, possibly from the start. There's going to be no show next week because I'm going to be in the Smoky Mountains. I'm going to be doing a lot of randonauting because I think I might be able to find Bigfoot.
Well, keep us posted on that. That'd be a good like honeymoon experience, finding Bigfoot.
Yeah, and I mean I'm chill with him, so
yeah,
we'll have a cappuccino or something.
You should go randonauting with Bigfoot. I think that would
be very interesting.
Yeah,
or maybe even ask if he has some randonauting technology that we might use because they are supposedly interdimensional. So thank you guys as always. Midley C, Jennifer Samples, you are faithfully here all the time. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Smokies are beautiful. I'm so excited to be there, and I'm so excited to use Randonautica to find places that I wouldn't have thought of going or couldn't have just found with a Google search or something. So that's my favorite application is when you go to a new place and you use Randonautica to find places you never would have been able to Thank you for your well wishes for my wedding. Yeah, it's a lot, but bear spray. Take bear spray.
Take some bear
Okay,
spray.
good comment. Yeah, I heard there's a lot of good hiking over there, but yeah, also bears. So, well, thank you,
All right,
Derek,
Joshua.
for joining us. That was an amazing show. David did a spectacular job of
You really did.
multiple of those videos, because like I said, synchronicities are very hard to document. So
Yeah.
like
A lot of work goes into that. So
that
thanks,
looked
David.
effortless, but believe me, it wasn't. So yeah, thank you to David and the whole team. Well wishes to everyone. Bless your families. I hope everyone has a safe next couple weeks, and I will see you when I get back from my honeymoon.
Yeah.
So thank
All right,
you
man.
so
Have a great
much.
honeymoon, dude.
Yeah, I will for sure. So thanks, Derek. Thanks, everybody.